And then you can change the sky. You can put some clouds and how clouds reflect in the windows. So this how what will make your work good is how you will reorganize it here. It's like very big part. Like already with this side. You should see this part. Like me, it's like wow, so exciting. So, but then you put and you make it sound like a music, right?
我们可以看一下前面的墙壁跟后面的墙壁，你可以在脑海想象一下，说它在你心里浮现出什么样的旋律。那我们前面这个墙壁跟后面这个墙壁的呈现出来的纹路跟质调都非常不一样。那所以他在会观察街景的时候，他就会去做这些不同的纹理上的对比。那不同的纹理，它也可以呈现出不一样的音乐性。然后，如果说你想要的话，也甚至可以在窗户破掉的窗户边边加一朵花。那天空你觉得太白的话，你可以甚至在天空上加一点什么东西。
Yeah, so this walls are really interesting. We see like this Russian artist, like how he make grounds looks amazing, right? Where you have this painting with the bottle and the ground. So you just change this for abstract composition. You make this like donuts, kind of bubbles from this. It can be like interesting colorful bubbles. So even this road may be like amazing picture.
那刚刚简报上有一张画是地板上有车子，然后地板有一些光点光晕，然后有点像是泡泡的方式去呈现。所以即使是像这样子很平坦无奇的道路，我们也可以想想看说，我们可以用什么样的手法去表现？我们用圆点、光点，或是用泡泡的形式去组成。
Then what we have the street, and we have like buildings, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You study like what is different, what kind of different quality they have. Each of them is like own story, own like a book, you know. So how interesting, how different they are. This one is like still kitchen here, this one is like wow, unexpected.
Just disappeared. 那比如说中间我们可以这边路边我们可以看到一连串的建筑物，4、5栋连续在这边。那不同的建筑物表面都有不同的特征、不同的形状啊、瓷砖啊，甚至你去看一楼通常都是店家，然后右边的店家是卖一些厨具的。所以其实每个房子都有不一样的故事，甚至是中间已经消失的房子也有它自己的故事。
And look, this one here, right?
或是我们背后的。
So you should be open-minded, like I say, and be like little like explorative, right? So okay, what exists? What is different? What kind of variations we have? And this make you like to you can make like really good quality work if you will think in these categories, right? Which kind of character, like oh, you see no birds right here. So it became more and more interesting. So it's like because you can make a contrast. You can make contrast. You can make this, draw this building very busy, and then you draw this gap right after this building. So you create a contrast. You can show okay, here's very busy city with all these cables, with these things, and people walking here, maybe car parking here. You can put some story here. What kind of story can be here? What can happen here? I don't know, somebody has problem with his motorcycle, so you use fire extinguisher to stop fire in his motorcycle. So you can use it like for your illustration book, comic book, or make picture about how to use fire extinguisher.
那其实我们可以去想象一下说，当你要把这些事情画到你的画面的时候，你想要呈现出什么样的故事？你也可以特别的去做一个对比，比如说房子旁边是一个空白的区域，或者是呢，你去呈现出不同房子之间 的一个特质跟故事，或是你可以把脑海里面的想象给加进去。比如说他看到了那个消防灭火器在那边，他就开始想象说，哦，万一旁边的摩托车有什么事的话，旁边就是灭火器，很方便。
So just put yourself in the artist's point of view. It's a famous writer, Hemingway, Ernest Hemingway. He teaches this exercise for writers. Like some article ask him, journalists ask, like, what is your advice for young writers? He said, first, every writers like somehow serious writers should be able to do this exercise, like his favorite exercise. If you say, or no matter where I am, I can start to write about what happening with me right now, like in my head.
就像任何事情都需要练习的，比如说以作家海明威来讲好了，那海明威的朋友就问过他一个问题，说，你给那个现在年轻的作家一些建议，你会怎么给他们什么建议？那海明威就是说，你要随时随地都可以写作，他随时随地都可以想象说，我在这边发生了什么事情，然后他就在脑海里面去建构出一个故事。
Yeah, and it's like you start writing like how you feel, what is happening, like what is like if you are reading it in a book, right? You start to like exercise this thing. So exactly same actually with the artist. You just first you should be connected to real world. So if like talking like directly like practically to most practical example is what happening right now. You just should like look around.
那所以这个过程有点像是跟写作其实是很类似。那写作的话，你就是要把自己的脑海里面想象的话语给传达出来；画作的话，就是你要想办法把自己跟外界的事物给连接起来一样。
And this environment will be more and more go inside of you, and you start to like it's called like unfolding. You will start to see more and more details. Like let's say like when we just walk here, it's so. You don't know much anything here. You just like maybe you worry about like I don't want to stay under sun. I don't want some car or motorcycle hit me, and mostly it's nothing you can see here, right? It's like not exist for you. Now we just stop here, just start to look around and like be like this artist who looking for picture. It's already start to change in your experience. Then actually more and more you start to realize actually here is a lot of things to draw here in a random place where you just stop and start to look around.
就是当你要开始画画的时候，你就要进入到一个观察的状态。你好像随时随地都可以写作一样，那你随时随地都要可以画画。无论你走到哪边，你看到什么样的资讯，它都可以成为你去创作的一个素材。
Okay. let's imagine we're walking in the street and we're noticing something. And things that usually, like me, I will never see in cables. So, and it's true, right? We usually don't even remember it's a cables all around here. Yeah? Think like where except is many cars and all these motorcycles on the road, so we try to think about it. But all this is make our experience of this street.
通常我们走在路上，可能也根本就不会去在乎说我们头上有多少电线杆啊，或者是旁边经过的车子是什么。可是慢慢的，我们要开始学习把这些融入到我们的生活经验里面。我们周遭有什么样的事物，都要开始去观察。
So like I often did this thing. I like it just to find some place where I will stop, and I will just think and like it's interesting for me to experience this place for longer, like 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes 5 hours.
那通常老师可能到了一个地方，他找到了定点，他就会决定在这边停留个2个小时，甚至更久的话，可能会停留5个小时，去做一个比较深刻的观察。
And then you start to like, you just, what does it mean experience? It means you just like, you look everywhere. It's like, what happened in this moment? Because how our brain works. Our brain actually, he like base your current moment experience based on complex of all this data. Temperature, all these things, it's like you're noticing subconsciously, right? Like it's somewhere on the side of your mind. And it's making you experience this place. So as artists, you should to recognize all these things. You should look and say, okay, which elements exactly creating this current experience.
那我们当在你决定停留在这个地方的时候呢，其实我们的大脑处理资讯是非常复杂的，我们常常是在潜意识里面去处理非常繁杂的资讯。那现在我们就要开始把这些资讯给提到我们的表意识当中，就我们可以认知到说，我们在此时此刻，他们的这个温度是如何，湿度是如何，天气是如何，发生了什么事情。
So in my this example, we feel certain influence in our receptors in our body, right? So, and you now you start doing this analysis. You just look like and describe what all this thing, and then you say like, okay, then you will go to step when you will combine it to like you can make like so many pictures here. You can make like music here, poetry here, whatever. This will be on a step where you will like reorganize the data. It's like about more. Maybe you want to keep it for future. It's like this experience, or you want to share it with somebody. You want like me was I was first time like in Asia. It was for me it really was interesting. First time I realized. I can show something to my friends in Russia, something they never seen before, because it looks so crazy, so different.
就是我们开始要把我们的身体变成像是一个感官接收器一样，然后去处理很多的资讯。那这些资讯，我们当然也可以去选择哪些我们要保留，哪些我们不要，然后哪些我们是现在要用，哪些是未来要用。因为像比如说他刚从俄罗斯到亚洲的时候，有很多东西是他过往在俄罗斯从来没有看过的。那这些比较新的事物对他来讲就会比较容易记起来。
This is so interesting. I mean, this thing just looks so unusual.
对，然后比如说他对他来讲
really fight.
Yeah, really fighting. 这个牌楼的楼面对他来讲就是一个很特别，他想要记录下来的事情。
This is what happens so often, you know. It's like this is real life. You will not see this.
就像此时此刻，我们就是有他去了，他去了。
And this is like so realistic here, right? Because it's so different. Oh, it's a closer. Okay. So like photo, you know, after the finish kind of. Yeah. And I can draw these two guys fighting here.
那现在老师就示范说，他先用几笔线条把这个牌楼。
So I will like photos is so interesting, right? Like I mean, look at that. It's so amazing. Like, look at this super fit guy. Look at this fit guy. Look at children. What's this thing? Like generator. This is so funny for you. I mean, it's amazing. And now this stuff. My God, it's so interesting composition. You don't find this on any other painting ever. And we have like all these typical characters, and we have this interesting solution. How they organize already. They have tattoo on the leg. Oh, there's so many stuff.
那现在就是老师先用很几笔的线条把这个牌楼的外轮廓先给描绘出来。那现在铁门已经卷下来，但是它也是很迅速的先把大门里面的那个1楼的空间给先呈现出来。那其实，在他画画的同时，在我们周遭发生了非常多的事情。
I mean, I'm serious. It's amazing. I'm not joking about them. I'm serious because, like, when again we're thinking about this road, what can happen here? Right? Can be cars, motorcycle, as everybody knows. But when you capture some kind of this, also like, oh, this is really amazing. It's like special moment. Some other artists, they will steal it from your picture. They will like make animation, and they will like find, oh. I really like how this artist, he draws these moments from real life. It's like nobody noticed and nobody captured, you know? And this really like what, it's so hard to find these special things in the internet, you know? You really should go out.
无论是哪一位画家，他画的画其实都可以被模仿、被抄袭，或是他的一些创意都可以被偷走。可是艺术家在此时此刻创造的当下的那个情境跟回忆，还有他所经历过、观察到的事情，就比如说刚刚的推车啊，推着那个小柴油的发动机过去，这样子的回忆，它是没有办法被夺走的。
So we can see like how architecture styles also they're made from abstract. Right, so it's all this abstract composition which define style. Right, it's define architecture style, art style, musician style, and your style too. So, no, I mean, just remain talking back to this genius table.
那你看的这个牌楼呢？你要完完全全忠实呈现这一个建筑物它原本的特质，还有材质，然后还有造型，或者是呢，你想要把你自己的绘画风格也融合进去，那这都可以。
Yeah, so you can just draw this, but it's really interesting. Like also like this, you see electrical, how's it called, meters, right? This electricity meters. Also, they add some interesting detail from real life, which is brings like more realism and some information about the world. So,
那除了像是牌楼之外，其实那个柱子后面呢要调一下角度。柱子后面有几个电表，那电表其实也是代表我们的平常生活中非常深刻而且非常真实的一个物品嘛。有电表就代表说这边有人住啊什么的，所以他也可以选择说，我除了画牌楼之外，我也把电表给画进去，代表这个区域的一个生活形态。
So interesting also children. It's an interesting detail. So again. Why you need this system? Because it gives you a lot of freedom. With this approach, now all this is just material for you. It's like suggestions. It's like called reference. So you can use this or not. you can change it if you want.
那所以说，对老师而言呢，这些呈现出来的东西，它只是一个物品，是一个参考。那这个参考，你可以去决定说我要怎么去运用这些物质。
So instead of just drawing everything just this way it is, no, I start from what in my mind, right? So I say, okay, I see this, I see that. Like, you see, I don't draw bicycle, right? But if I want, I can draw. Yeah, maybe I will draw this bicycle here, behind this. But instead of this, I will put it here, right?
那通常我们在路边素描的时候，可能就会是很急着想要把我们看到一切都完完整整的画下来。但是老师他的习惯是，他会从他的内心的想法开始出发。比如说他刚刚没有第一时间把摩托车画下来，那也许他现在可以考虑说，我在旁边加个摩托车好了。
So, like I say, this analytical drama happened here. Now we have a story, full-scale story here. Yeah. So amazing. This is a cool workshop. Yeah, so when you think like this analytical approach, it gives you this real power, this control of this thing. Now you see what is difference when you don't think analytically, when you are start from loop, when you place on a loop instead of idea, instead of structure, you will uncertainty, uncertain visions. But you don't really know what is, but you try to make it look like this.
那假设我们只完完全全的凭据我们所看到的东西去做判断的话，我们有点像是会被我们的视线所框住一样，我们会被我们的视觉所局限住。我们可能画了这个东西，但是不代表我们知道这个东西是什么，或是我们也不代表说这个东西对我们来讲是有意义的。
So I was also teach like very little children, like 2.5-year-old, and again, it's very interesting. You know, you see sometimes the students who will like say, like, it's impossible to draw, you know. But sometimes I'm really like confused. Like, seriously, is this easy to draw? Is this hard to draw? For me, sometimes it looks so not obvious, like because I already have like different vision, right? For me, everything is kind of similar complexity. And the point here is this analytical approach. You can draw whatever because you draw what you choose. You not draw like what is like nothing imposing you. It's not like say like draw me like that. No, you draw whatever you want in the way you want, right?
那其实老师他也有教那个2岁半的小朋友。那有时候在教学现场的时候，可能他教一个东西，很多人的第一个反应是这个我怎么会画？这个我不知道怎么画。但其实你可以去选择你要画什么，然后你也可以去做选择，说我今天想画什么东西。所以其实所有事情都是可以被画的。
Yeah, so you break it on something you can deal with, and then you work on it. Okay,
我们就是把视觉去处理成我们可以处理的小元素就可以了。
我要变成说这边我找到未来同事这边我来看。
因为他现在这都是历史建立的，所以他都不能迫切，所以就变成，哎，你是老大。
里面啊，这就是他新的运。
You understand context. It's better for you because, like, if you can also say this, it's interesting because you can bring this context. Before I was draw this street, right, with many cars, and I hate so many cars here. I was walking here different time to hope to catch some moment where be like very little cars or no car, but it's always somebody parking there. It's like, okay, I will draw it. So I draw all these cars and say, okay, this will be picture about how horrible parking cars on historical small streets, you know. Now also I will draw somebody fighting for parking in the store.
老师之前来的时候啊，不管是什么时候啊，他有注意到说，其实，在这样子的旧城区就很容易有停车的问题。那他不管任何时候来，热闹或是不热闹的时候，路边一定有车子停在路边。然后所以他后来就决定说，哦，那这样我还是把车子画进去好了。那他说他今天还有个新的题材，就是旁边还有人在打架这样。
Also, if more trees there will be better. So, 没有树，没有树在这。
在靠骑楼，那边可以，那边很好，和平啊。
Logical thinking, right? So anytime you want to draw some Taiwan street, you can say this kind of structure is very usual. When we have this like 2 or 4 floor buildings, and we have this like road walking inside, which is sometimes like occupied with different things.
那现在我们看到就是比较传统的台湾街屋常有的形式，可能就是一个牌面，然后3到4层楼，骑楼下面有各种物品占据着。
Yeah, so it's also essential. So it's like when you think in structurally, it's like make everything more controllable and more simple. When you go in details, like in more particular kind of things, right? So we can say, like, okay, this this.
这边还有点空间，就是通常我们在进入到一个复杂的画面之前，我们就会把画面给拆解成我们可以控制的元素。就比如说，老师现在是先用线条还有方块的方式去构成。那这些方块跟线条的话，它就可以用。
You can collect new data more more easily. Maybe like now you feel like more you don't know how to look. So again, it's like it's not maybe what people expect usually. You say like artist look, right? Like artist vision, but it's like this. It's a structural approach. So we say, okay, this is kind of typical basic form, right? And then we can just like make it 2 floor or 5 floor, whatever. Maybe it will have like this some metal sink with a rifle sink here on the top. It can be flowers, it can be balcony, or so. With this in mind, all you study is the differences. Instead of try remember each house, you try to remember what is different between these houses.
那其实它画画的过程有点像是在你脑海里面输入一个数据库的概念，然后你去把不同的元素给输入到你的脑海里面去构成这样的画面。那其实等到你之后在画的时候，你就可以更有系统性的去把你的画面给完成。
It's like sometimes it's like this, right? Sometimes it's bigger, like only 2 floors and stuff. You work with the differences. So consider this way, right? So we have structure, we have system, and we have categories. Now you study what is differences inside these categories. Like we have like people. What kind of people, right? Okay, it can be like confusing, but when you say like, okay, what kind of category of local or tourist, right? For example, here. Then, okay, it's like maybe children, right? Okay, what children? What kind of categories inside children category? Children who go to school and with the school clothing. Children like who like play with friends, neighbor friends around here, don't know what to do. Children maybe help parents doing something here, whatever. Like maybe children like big children take care of smaller children. You know?
那像比如说我们在观察一个房子的时候，可能每个房子都会有不同的结构，然后我们可以去做分类。比如说有些房子可能1楼的是一个拱门的，像我们现在是拱门的形状，或者是像对面是一个方形的形状。然后再来的话是，即使是街上的人也可以分成不同的种类，有的人可能是本地人，有的人可能是观光客。那再往下细分的话，小孩子也可以分不同的种类，有的可能是正在跟邻居一起玩的小朋友，有的可能是背着书包准备去上课或者是去补习班的小朋友。那所以我们看到的这些事情呢，都可以用一个很系统性的分类法去分析。
Yeah, and all these things you see. So when I draw this, now you see how much is different. Now I feel in my library. Now I say, okay, I have certain like thing. I need to find what can be elements for this place.
那比如说，老师现在正在画正前方的那个冷气机的外机的压缩机，然后他就开始看到说，哎，我没有画过这个冷气机的材质，然后把它画下来，把它编辑到我的脑海的那个图书馆的资料库里面。
So if I draw this thing with the structure, all the stuff in mind, I will definitely remember all this, and this will become part of my artist, let's say, life path, kind of, you know, because now after I draw this place, these flowers, this stuff, and a motorcycle here. Now it's in my memory. Now if I want, I will like remember, okay, it can be like this. I can change. I can put different conditioners here, you know. I can put different flowers and different motorcycles here. But now it's, I know what can be, and I can work with this.
那现在老师把这个景象给画下来之后呢，就有点像是他在一个人生的护照上，在这一页盖了一个戳章的感觉。他把个人的经验、个人的回忆，把它全部融入在这张图画里面。
So this is most important. This is most important. This make it more, all this more reasonable. I kind of use not just waste of time and some kind of what I'm doing.
那在这边花时间把这幅画画下来，对他来讲，比他只是很随意的走过一个地方还更有意义。
Try to capture his type.
那他就很快的在把那个对面的路人的神态给捕捉了下来。
Okay, so this happy old man, motorcycle conditioner, door. I don't care proportions. I don't care exactly how they look. I don't want to copy exactly, you know. So this again, it's important when you draw anything. Why I say thinking of this come back again and again. It's right thinking, right. Let's say. This word I forgot. Like what is more important, right? And what is less important? What is called priority. Yeah. So have right priority is most important. So in a better priority is to have this kind of structural approach with which clearance, kind of, right? What means clearance? It's like which purpose is main. So it's like give me information about what. Like, okay, we can recognize what is this, so it's information, right? Or it's give you some like abstract shape, maybe some interesting like movement here, or it's you want to show some idea, or you want to show some particular type kind of person. So okay, so a happy man join here, this kind of standing. So always be precise with something. This is most important. It's more important than to copy proportions, than to like okay, no, so like.
那对老师来讲，其实比例啊、真实的大小啊，这些其实都不重要。那与其你花很多时间再去雕琢说这个比例到底是多少啊，我画的到底像不像？这幅画想要传达的意念才是更重要的。我想要透过这幅画表达的是什么？然后我其实先把这个画的主要的架构给画下来之后呢，我再去看看我的主次要顺序。比如说我可能最主要的是衬托这个人物的一个形态，还是说呢，我是要去记录整个街屋的轮廓。
Okay. Clear. So much so clear in some way. I forgot.
清楚吗？
清楚吗？So I keep this priority and I forgive mistakes. I forgive myself mistakes. I say, okay, here is wrong, there is wrong. Like, I don't know, it's like 90% from what I see, 90% is wrong how I draw it, you know? So many wrong. So if like I want to be like I want to be exactly like this, it's never possible. Never. Nobody can do this. Even super master. Never. So instead, what professional artist will do? They will go from this inability to draw exactly. They will move to deliberate mistakes.
所以其实，在画的过程中，完全不要去在乎说我到底犯了什么错，我到底画错什么东西，我线条不对，什么东西不对。因为假设我们去比对老师现在手上的画跟前面的那个街景、那个冷气机那个位置的话，其实他觉得我自己有90%都没有按照我所看到的东西完完全全的忠实呈现，但是我还是可以画出这样的一幅画，是为什么
？Yeah, so it's mean. What does mean? It's mean. A professional, more experienced artist, he understands, he accepts this fact that he cannot make it perfect, never. He cannot make it exactly how he sees it. This is impossible. He only can do like best he can, and he has this limit of his possibilities and resources, and he needs to organize them smart. So with all his possibilities, he will do something which will work for a certain purpose. Like my purpose, like I say, like for me, its main quality is to make some kind of impact. I want to like, what is that kind of this? If I make this, okay, I feel good. I feel like this picture good enough. And to reach this, I forgive myself so many stuff, so many wrong, everything wrong.
所以就要认知到说，其实艺术家也不是万能的，他们一定有极限，就是我不可能画的完全一模一样啊，我不可能画的完全是对的。那你在接受自己的创作是不完美的这件事情之后呢，我们再来去探讨说，我们有没有什么更聪明的方法、更有效的方法，可以去把我们的意念、我们的想法、我们想要画这幅画所要传达出来的故事给表现出来，然后再去安排说，我第一个要画的是什么，然后我第二个要画的是什么，那我整个画面想要呈现出来的一个风格是什么？
It's really so often like when we want to improve and be better and better artists. Sometimes it's just to practice, to remind yourself this right beauty. Because you can really like spend so much time and energy to do not necessary stuff. All of this stuff which is actually can work in a way. It will feel like let's say like I can distinguish for so many things. I don't know, like in results, my picture, people look at this picture and say, wow, you draw so many things.
不能它在细节里面雕琢的时候，大家看到的结果也会是只注意到说，哦，你画了这么多的细节。
Yeah, it's not what I want. I want them like to like just be like shocked kind of little, right? To be like really like wow. I never, yeah, like I like my favorite artist. He say a very cool thing. He say best kind of quality of your work is when people who experience it, they feel it's like I can't before this moment. I never imagined it's I can feel something like that. It's like you bring new quality, new experience, new feelings. Like you read book, it's like, oh my God, like what is that? I cannot believe my brain can have some kind of this stuff inside of it. You know, this kind of idea or this kind of vision. I didn't know before this happened. I didn't know something like this possible.
那所以对老师而言，一个好的作品，所以它最重要的是可以把这些经验给传达出去。当你看到这画的时候，你看到不只是画本身而已，而是你从这个画，你也可以感受到艺术家所曾经感受到的一切。
So you play with symbols. Symbols means like should be look like objects, right? Recognized. And with feel of this. So your line work this purpose. It's work like to make you feel or to make you notice or recognize something.
所以你也可以从象征性的物品开始着手，比如说你觉得什么东西最有象征性？像老师现在就是画摩托车，他觉得摩托车这样的东西最有象征性，然后再来他再去处理摩托车后面的门啊、植物啊那些的。
So here's this, right? So we have motorcycle, door, and reflection in the door. So this is something. This is something. This is
所以像老师就去转变了一个摩托车的视角，比如说我们看过去，其实根本就没有人在画面里面。可是老师的话，他就是摩托车看出去门外有很多人的情景，就是有点像是我们现在的那个倒影在那个玻璃门上面。
So you see, it's like there's no people here. They're in the window in the reflection, right? but then I can put some people walking here. So this is how artists making their composition, their art, right? So now here is somebody walking. You see proportion all out. I can make on a second step if I want. I will like adjust proportion so they will look. Again, what is wrong or what is right? If proportions different so much that you can notice it, okay, then it's no good, because I don't want you notice they're wrong. So often I draw everything wrong, but I keep it on a level when people to notice it.
好，那所以假设我们的主画面，比如说我们摩托车啊，然后玻璃上面的人完成之后，它也可以再即兴的加说，我可以想要加一个人走过去的感觉。那当然这个比例是不对的，可是它同样的话，它可以再画另外一张比例正确的。假设说，我希望我的东西可以去做调整，那我再画一次就好啦。但是它还是有能力去控制说，就算比例不对，但都是在一个合理的范围，你不会觉得它哪里画的是错误的。
So now look at this one, right? Is it changed in your mind? Notice how your illusion changed already. So, what is this? You can study this, and now it's drawable. Now you can draw. You can draw a circle. You can say, here we have these plastic boxes with a round box, pots with the flowers, and then we have this sink with the flowers, pots, and you instead of stay and like, I want to copy it, no, instead of this you just draw it, like recompose.
那其实我们看到的一个景象呢，我们都可以在脑海里面全心去重组一样。就比如说我们看到前面的塑胶盆、塑胶箱子，然后还有花盆，我们都可以去想象说，我们要去怎么样去重新组合这些元素，而不是我要一模一样1比1的去完全复制在我的图画上。
Yeah, so it's some kind of this, right? It has this mayonnaise luggage. We have motorcycle here. This boxes with flowers.
那现在老师就先圈出他想要画出什么样的东西。
And gradually, it's called like iteration approach. Like in every serious work you do, it's iteration approach you do. You cannot make complex thing just like that. You will need to make it step by step. So here first it's like, okay, it's the first step, it's something. Then people definitely don't see what I see, right? How to make them understand what I draw in here. This is how you should think.
那比如说我们现在看到老师画纸上的这几个圈圈的方块，你可能很难直接从他的画纸去想象中他的脑海里面看到的是什么样的景象。所以，但是画画是有步骤的，他可以一步一步的把他脑海里面的景象显现出来。
So, if I want this to look like motorcycle, what should I draw? So think again this way. So it's very simple, but it's shockingly simple. It's really shockingly simple. So you just cannot accept this. So this way you need to practice. You try and do it again and again. After some time you will really get it and start to control it. It's just kind of one of these funny things where what you need to learn, it's actually so simple that you cannot believe you will resist.
那比如说他想要右边的这个框框是一台摩托车的话，那他首先最主要要画的东西到底是什么？那其实都可以经过去练习，让你慢慢去熟练说，我今天要画一台摩托车，我怎么从要花时间画，变成说我很快就可以上手，在很短一个时间内就可以画完一台摩托车。那有时候这些效果比你想象中的还要更简单。
How much more sense in this one than in this one drawing so many people put it there, you know? Just like, put something here, like one shift outside. And look at this, like a sorry, it looks like
所以其实像现在的线条很简单，它就是用很简单的线条去构成说是一个铁卷门只拉到一半，然后有一双脚露出来的样子。那我们去观察说，就可以知道说，其实都不是非常非常的复杂，你才可以去知道说老师在画的是什么。
So this one, it can be incredible art. I mean, really, like if you, like, okay, we can see something like logically, right? Like words, we know what this means. Address, wall, gate, legs, somebody, person here. Then, if you can make it abstract, look like it will have some meaning to it, right? On the abstract level. If you will put some like idea behind this, which is like really like you make some idea, it's not guessing around. Then it will be real art, just like that. And it can be so simple. You can spend a few hours. Not okay. Maybe if you will make it oil paint one day, and this will become like art history, you know. So most important is like you have a correct approach with the right priorities. Yeah. So then it will make quality work instead of just so hard and all this stuff and you have to understand.
那像老师手上这样子的一个画面呢，它也可以用几个线条去带过，让你知道说这个是春联，这个是铁卷门，这个有一双脚。它也可以成为一个爵士的大师的创作，它也可以花个2个小时、5个小时，把它变成是一个巨幅的动画。那其实就端看于说你怎么样去决定你画面的呈现要什么。然后所以说街头素描的话，绝对没有一个规定是我一定要在这边待很长一段时间，然后把所有东西都画完我才可以走。你自己可以决定我要画的优先顺序是什么。
Slowly start to blow your mind. Okay. Now it really looks like, oh, we have reflection here, some dudes making workshop on the window, and then some person walking here. I mean, I can really put some this, like, make it look like I stand and drawing and you're looking, somebody make a video here, and then other person walk here, and she maybe don't want to look directly at us, she look in the reflection, and we can see her face in reflection.
那在创作的过程，或者说在你街边素描过程中，你的绘画状态是随时在改变的。你可能画到一半，一个女生走过去，看了一下玻璃中自己的倒影，你也可以把这一幕给画下来。
And then here this legs, you can put this legs from here to here, right? So there's this she walking here, and the birds here. You know, here don't have, but I know sometimes it's birds here, right? So this is how we do it, because we like to look at something. So as artists, like we need to sometimes, at least like in this genre I work with, right, and realism. Yeah, we should to respect kind of these people desire to look at something, like say, oh, I see this, I see that, right? So when you put this some funny things, so it's like we're watching cartoon. It's like something happened here, maybe. So you see, I mean, like, and this just so fluently happened right now. No, I don't even prepare that, right? You see what's happening.
那其实我们在画画的过程当中，所有的事情都在同一个时间同时发生。那其实你在画画的当下，对于你现在在发生的事情，你是毫无准备的，你只能靠这些很及时的接收，去把这些故事给画下来。你不会预料到说有个人从这边走过去，有一个鸟飞过去，还是怎么样的。
That's why also this drawing outdoors is really training a lot. It's the most kind of life-changing experience for artists. It's to learn from real life. It's like a real movie here.
Got the alarm.
Quick. So you see how outside.
所以你就看，其实老师现在的画的线条还是很抽象的。
So it can be like you can make it even more abstract. But it's just how much is this important part of it? It's not much even clear yet what is this, right?
甚至他现在看了，你要是没有站在这边的话，光看他的话，你可能都说不出来他画的到底是什么东西。
And then this one also part of abstract. So like I say, I have this music situation, right? Boom, boom, and I put some more. So you put it together.
那就像你在作曲一样，你可能先把一个主旋律给谱出来了，后面再加上其他的节奏、节拍，然后慢慢的把这一幅画给完整的表现出来。
Because what is I said is important. Don't draw something which will break this flow. It should make it like improve kind of it. Like make it maybe more informative, or instead of only being interesting abstract, it will also have some idea in it, right? Or it will tell some like stories, like show some real life kind of situation maybe. So instead of just random stuff, we're using every element to support each other.
那其 其实我们也可以不要一开始就硬把所有的东西给加到画面里面，因为有时候反而会对画面是造成破坏，所以我们可以慢慢的去拣选，说我要把哪些东西加进来，一个一个慢慢加进来就可以，然后慢慢的把这些的生活的样态给表现出来。
So if I everything I will draw, I will put as abstract art too, like mask, right? One more mask here. Okay, now I became like this American artist girl ever. I was just like put 500 masks, you know, it's like it's his way to make it exciting, right? Just
那比如说他刚刚画到后面，他决定要把那个掉在地板的口罩给加进去，那他再画进去就好了。那甚至他也可以说，我也可以故意在地上画很多个口罩，制造出一个很混乱的感觉。
I can make it TV instead of
那甚至他也可以把那个冷气的森宝牌的冷气的外机，把它画成是一个电视荧幕悬挂在那边。
And again, maybe it's birds here. So birds right here. What is also interesting? You drew bird here, right? It's also work. All these things they work like. Okay, let's say if you draw motorcycle, right? Motorcycle will give you idea of a road, right? It's like it give you this link to certain experience, to certain like a story, right? You draw birds, okay, and then you know bird can fly somewhere. Bird can fly out or can fly from somewhere from here. Somewhere it's the sky. Maybe not here, but
那其实你选择画的物件啊，也都让你的生活经验去有所连接。比如说，他画了摩托车，可能就代表说旁边就是马路，所以这边有摩托车。那他要是画一只鸟在这边，可以代表说，这旁边就一定有天空，所以它飞得过来。虽然说在画面上你看不到天空，但是鸟它这个动物，它就代表天空的存在。
So yes, we have this object of kind of happy life. Yes, it's feel happy. Less we have some kind of natural elements in our picture. More it feels like underground. You know? So if like you don't have birds, we don't have flowers. Then it's like you look and you're not sure, can flowers or birds survive here? Maybe this place is not for life. Maybe it's underground somewhere, you know. There's no air here.
那假设说，他的画里面没有花，也没有鸟的话，可能就代表其实这个环境是没有办法跟大自然融合的，然后很多生物都没有办法在这边生存的。那相反的，他要是在画面中画的花跟鸟的话，也代表说这个地方的生活环境是相对比较好的，比较舒适快乐的。
So it will blow your mind how precise and smart for every detail higher level artists are. You go to watch Avatar movie, everything you see it's used in this kind of way. You watch Terminator 2, it's not just a movie about robot wanting to kill somebody. No, it's full of this like metaphors, like associations, archetypes, symbology, abstraction, everything's there every second. It's so freaking organized and have like all this like incredible logic.
那假设我不知道大家有没有看过《阿凡达》跟那个《魔鬼终结者》这两部电影，所以像《阿凡达》它所呈现出来的世界观，跟《魔鬼终结者》呈现出来的世界观是完完全全不同的两个世界。那其实你也可以透过你的画去创造你想表达的一个世界。
对你那东西都30几个啊！你。
For example, this actually is heightened there. You know, stuff like this was actually the environment make the feel on purpose. Definitely one part of it.
离开，不用直白，你走开。
Shape by shape, where more and more for some reason, you can agree with the completer speaker. You will explain why you feel so. And you'll say, because this guy. But actually, so because we're ignoring all this reality, this nasty kind of satisfaction, which like influence all our subconscious constantly. And it's actually, we're ignoring it, but actually really influence our experience of this example of this trash. If you have all this trash around there, so you will feel like yourself like a bum, right? You will feel like you will not respect yourself if you live in such environment. Can you say something about this?
他应该只是想把它走出他的因为我们可以陌生人。不过，想到回去报复嘛，后面有跟上嘛，就是刚刚，就是刚刚走过来的路程当中，就是老师也有讲到，就是说，其实对他而言，就是透过画画来讲，他也希望说透过画画培养人对于一个环境的观察，就是当我们希望这个环境变好，当我们不希望旁边有垃圾的时候，我们可能透过画画的时候都会注意到我们的环境有什么变化。就比如说，可能你看到地上有一个口罩掉在那边，它可能代表的是，可能住在这边的人对于环境比较粗心大意，比较不在乎那么多，可是也有像刚刚那个阿姨那样子的人，就是过度保护自己的环境。那所以他觉得，其实透过画画也是可以去激发人去关心我生活的环境到底是怎么样。那我开始关心了之后，就有下一步，我想要去改进我的生活，想要去改进我的环境。所以这也是他一直很希望去推广像这类街头治疗的一个课程活动的一个内容。
So I want you to know, just notice how you feel. What you feel right now. I feel so free. It's like before it was something pressing me down, all this people like uncomfortable, maybe fighting somebody here, let's say, when you're fighting with me, with this stuff, you have this kind of pressure on you. This is city environment.
那可能在城市当中，我们就会常常感受到压迫、挤压，然后这个环境是狭窄的，不像我们现在可能在户外是比较开阔、比较舒适的环境。
So remember this, like this table, this piece, all this stuff, it's not there. It's already inside you. Right? It's already inside you.
那我们刚走过来的这个路程，像这些树啊、这些电线杆啊，其实都在我们走过来的路程中已经记录在我们心中，还有回忆当中了。
So it's like we smell something, we don't like to smell something, we feel it's like it's going inside our body. I also think it's our life. It's going inside your soul, kind of like, it's becoming you. Now use this, guys, Mike, and now use this baby ways. You want to be better? Okay, you need to do something with that. Like if you cannot do it, at least go on from here if you want to live last days in your life, like a little better.
那其实老师觉得，像这些环境都可以渗入到我们每个人里面，就是比如说这些树啊，这些空气啊，或者是比如说我们常常在路上闻到的一些味道，它都会慢慢的融入。成为我们人体的身体的一部分而已，所以对他来讲，外境环境只是不仅仅是外在环境那么简单。那假设我们今天想要追求更好的生活，一个方式就是去改善我们的生活环境。那要是你没有办法改善的话，但你又想要追求更好的生活，那你唯一的办法可能就是离开这个环境了。
So imagine if like don't have this place and touch it. Oh my god. Well, oh, it's like a trap. Like a trap in these streets. It's like, oh my god, it's like I want to like hide in somewhere, you know? This place here, okay, you can relieve kind of from all this. So, like best if all city, of course, kind of will have this kind of feeling, right? But at least we need to have some kind of these things. So one day I was just like working on all this stuff, like study philosophy and this history, all these things, philosophizing myself. I just realized this is culture, right? Like if we are not like animals, if we want to live like a cultured life, it's about this. It's about how we organize all this environment, how we organize everything, what we experience. It's your life, it's your picture. Everywhere is about culture, right? So it's like this, your ability to work with the quality. Like you understand what you're working with, you understand what is the quality of these things and how to kind of improve quality of these things, no matter what you're doing, working with. So, yeah.
那像我们刚刚走过来，一路这样子在户外走的路程当中，可能有些街区的角落是你觉得你不想要待在那边的，觉得环境脏乱的。但是可能当我们走到这边的时候，又觉得说这边是很辽阔、相对舒服，我们想要待在这边的地方。那无论是生活中怎么样的环境，都是我们文化中的一部分。那我们就可以去想想说，我们要去怎么样提升我们的文化品质，怎么样让我们的生活变得更好。
Bridge? You know how to bridge?
要什么？
我不知道，因为它的
连续短片，对啊，这个第一个，那这两个就没有跑出来，难怪。哎，不要乱跑！
Incredible contrast. This place, so incredible. I feel like in another country. So, and I think this is important. So, explain, kind of teach people to understand these things. So me sometimes, like, again, I kind of learned all this stuff like when I was travel. So just experiment and try to understand, recognize, right? Like to be more conscious. So here one other thing. So one thing, what we just did, right? It was no plan. We just kind of walk and try to kind of find something, you know. So we have this kind of artistic idea for random walk without a real serious purpose. So this is kind of also philosophy in French or German, I forgot. It's like some guys create this thing called psychogeography. So idea there is say instead of being like stuck in a vision of your city, like every day same, you know, like you go to work, you go back home, you go to work, you go back home, and in your image, city is what this way, right? You actually don't know what happened in other place, and you think kind of feel like they not exist. When we're so much stuck in our usual life, in our usual like behavior, like habits, so we like actually like we live like in a so small part of real city where you live in, right? So and they say this, you need to break this by just doing something you will never do, like going somewhere weird way. You can just go somewhere you usually don't go. Maybe just go other street. Sometimes they say this, you can just take bus and just randomly take bus, just sit there, like look in the window where he go. You don't know where he go, but you know you can take the same bus, go back, kind of this, right? So you just randomly take bus or go somewhere, so learn new experience, so you can kind of psychogeography.
所以，要是我们每天都在同样的生活环境里面的话，那我们每天看到的景象都会是一样的嘛？那就变成说，久而久之，我们对于外界的环境其实是一无所知的。所以有时候他也很鼓励大家，就是到外面去走走，然后去尝试你原本从来不可能做的事情。比如说，他就曾经去搭上一辆巴士，然后他就是漫无目的的，这辆巴士开到哪边他就开到哪边，他只要确保我可以搭同样的路线回来就好。然后在这个巴士的路程当中，他可以去观察到说，平常我根本就不会坐这趟路线，所以外面的景致是他不曾看过的、不曾发现、不曾知道的地方，他可以去发现更新的景象。
So sometimes you really like to need to break this, and you know, like you can see sometimes people leaning here. Right? You can lean like for 30 minutes and just look like upside down. Happen. It's really like would be amazing. Like just refresh your brain. So this is like one.
所以他希望我们可以打破生活的疆界，去做一些不同的事情，然后在这边，他有时候就看到有人躺在这边30分钟。
So also it's like more like how children experience this play. Like they can do whatever they want.
有时候就是活得像个小孩子一样。
So and also like I'm thinking about how to say I choose where I want to go. Because I think it's interesting I will have some I feel like I will get some amazing image, amazing pictures. I will stay longer here. Sometimes I just want to be somewhere where it's comfortable like here. Like I was drawing when I drew this sumo arena. Yes, of course, the draw here is very complicated. So you really also on a vacation. So sometimes like I do this, like I plan, I have like places I wish to draw, and I say like, okay, today I feel like I have energy to go somewhere crazy, to experiment. Other day maybe I feel like I'm tired and I prefer to sit somewhere quiet place. Yes, so. But usually they will put it somewhere. So if you can put somewhere, or like you see, this will be fine. But it's really more convenient. It's just this kind of board with paper, very easy to. So we'll first draw with pencil. Again, like sometimes I can like 30 minutes just watch and do like I was explaining this like logic, right? What I see. Just a long time stay and thinking what I see. I see there, and it's fun. It's fun. It's just like this kind of people. Oh, they have this kind of detail. Oh, I start to see this now. Before I don't notice, you more and more notice, right? And then you have better picture in which you can draw. So like more, like you have more value, kind of, right? You have more material, so you can cut from this or whatever. So I will do this like a sketch.
那老师在画的时候，通常会先花差不多30分钟的时间，先去做观察这个动作，然后他去想说，我看到了什么，我要去怎么分析，我要去怎么安排我的画面，然后先大概画一个草稿之后，才会正式的画。那老师也有分享，像就是他这旧的素描本，那他这素描本中间他现在已经裂开了，而且因为这本有点重，所以他拿的时候就会有点就是手画久会手酸。那通常都会是，比如说你有个栏杆的地方，你可以靠着栏杆画，你可以把那个本子画，你看一下，你就可以就是把素描本靠在栏杆上，你画的时候会比较稳一点。那他现在用的是他觉得比较方便，因为他一张一张每页都可以撕下来，他就可以说我要画这一页，我就把这张纸撕下来画就可以了。那这个是因为它是用翻页式的，所以它中间就有点裂开了。
So you see, it's just like go from big spot kind of to more precise. So what I want to show, I think it will be very funny, is also to show this contrast. People very close here, right? They will go elevator down and eventually they will be on a bridge. Also a river, some kind of buildings there, and this mountain, right? So,
决定好了那个画面跟视角之后，他就开始先去画那个比例，比如说那个电梯塔的比例到底要在哪里，然后我的桥的比例到底要大概在哪边，先把那个各个大物件的比例给先落在那个纸上面。
So it's mostly about, again, like I want to organize what and where, right? So because I want to make sure it's here, and it will be like play together. This kind of composition, harmony, kind of make this musical composition, right?
对，他现在就有点像是他先把那个一首歌的架构先决定，什么东西要放在哪个位置，主旋律是什么。
Different people, waiter. This can be branch here. Maybe, let's see, but I keep in mind, maybe it will be some birds you can hear, you know? again. So it's very important, like I was told before. Think more from point of view. It's like it should be. I want to look at it from point of view of viewer, and I want it to be recognizable. Is this how it works? If I want people understand it's a dashi bridge, so all I care about its quality. It should be recognizable as dashi bridge. So which elements I should include? So it means I don't need to include everything. I don't need to follow proportion or whatever. No, I just what will be necessary to include. It's the first, and second, which element will make it like more interesting, right? So
那比如说，老师他决定他这幅画的主角是大溪桥，他希望每个看到这幅画的人一眼就认出来这个桥在哪边，所以他现在只要专注在这个桥上面就好。有没有什么特征最能代表这个桥，然后让人可以一眼就看出来这座桥是在大溪？
trick with the birds.
那主体确认了之后，再来去安排说我旁边要加上什么。比如说那个电梯塔一直都会有人排队，这可能是一个特征，他就把人加上去。那我们站在树下，可能会有几只小鸟，他就是把小鸟也画上去。
So, if I will draw this one, maybe it will be too much. So because it will create this like noise, it's like so many details. If I will draw every leaf and everything, this will be too much, right? So that's why we start from big picture, from which is required instead of what I see in front of me.
那假设老师要把所有的叶子都画出来啊，然后包括桥上的每一根细的小缆绳都画出来的话，那画面会太复杂，太多资讯。所以他只要决定就是说，我最想要表达的物件是什么，我把我最主要能代表的东西先画出来就好。
So what makes this river look like this river? Some kind of these pieces of land, right? So we have water and some this like small islands here.
那所以比如说像桥下的河，它要怎么表现可以最能表现出河的特征？比如说河中间都会有一些那种小块小块的岩石啊、石头啊，或是小沙洲，它就可以把河流里面最具代表性的小沙洲跟河流给表现出来。那它这样就可以很快区分出桥梁跟河流两个部分。
So here I can first plan. You can draw some like this grass kind of that. So I'm very bad at this. Like, but some artists or some people they just know what is what, right? They know, okay, this is this kind of plant, this is this kind of plant. If you know, it's better for you. Then you can really show bunch of particular plants, right? You can say, okay, here's this plant. You can show, okay, what kind of tree is that. You can show exactly how this tree branch with this in the first plant, right? So.
那接下来它就进行到我们前景的部分，就是我们面前的这块山坡地。那老实说，他不是很擅长画植物的艺术家，可能有些人对于植物非常熟悉，他就可以画出非常精细的植物。那像他不擅长画植物的话，他可以用别的形式去表达，然后或是说他把重点放在其他建筑物啊，或是桥梁上。
I didn't talk about perspective here, but if talk perspective. So I recommend this eraser, very good, very useful. So talk perspective. Perspective, you need to know where it's horizon lies. So it's like your eye level, right? So it's like kind of from here. Okay. So here. I drew already wrong, but let's say Anyway, I need to establish horizon line. It should be somewhere. Then it's called perspective grid. Idea of perspective grid is like where's horizon line, right? Then this line, this line of bridge, right? So this will make convergence somewhere the vanishing point, right? So, but we don't have this vanishing point. We have convergence. So this place is bigger, this is shorter. What we can do, we make in the middle one more line, right? Then we copy this line, we copy this here. Now we make convergence. Now we have perspective grid without vanishing point. So here what I have, but if I have this situation, right, I show with this bridge. So this is perspective I do here. So somewhere here vanishing point. So what I need to do, this again is my genius technique. It's like middle, right? So you connect. So now you have more. Now you can this same here, right? This here.
老师现在示范的是一个叫透视点的技法，就是代表说我们在看一件景象或是一件物品的时候，通常都会有个视线的消失点，但是这个视线消失点不一定会在画面里面，有时候会在画面外面。那所以说我们就要去安排这些所谓的视野线、天际线，然后透视线等等，然后我们把这些透视线给安排进去之后呢，我们更可以精确的抓出我们的近景、中景、远景它的安排的次序，跟比如说最远处的山峰的天际线的地方，我们要落在哪个点。
Okay, so and here, right? We need more. Okay, you can make more. Again, this here.
那我们想要把一幅画得更正确的，或者是更写实的时候，我们的这些透视的格点就尽量要去符合我们眼中所看到的。那要是你一开始对于比例怎么抓比较不好掌握的话，你也可以先在你的画面中画上这一些就是透视点的辅助线。
So we have perspective. Similar will be for this. So it's very simple, just perspective grid. So it means when you will draw lines going there, right? You keep in mind these angles. So, and then, like when I finish with a pencil, I may again make it picture again, like more light. With this eraser. You can completely erase if you want, you know. Point is just like sometimes people want like directly draw very beautiful. It's okay. Don't worry to make many pencils. It's no big deal. So after we erase this.
那你在用那个铅笔打草稿的时候，你也不用担心说我的画面上会有很多虚的线条，就是铅笔的错落的线条。到时候你也可以选择，就是你的草稿打完了之后呢，拿这种带针笔去把主要的画面的线条，你想要保留的那些线条给画下来就可以了。
Very bad streets, but again, idea here. Don't draw this tree exactly. Better you understand what kind of branch it has, and you repeat this idea of its branches. So it has some kind of shapes, and it has some this kind of leaves on the branches. So you repeat structure of the tree instead of exact look of this tree, right?
那在我们在画一棵树的时候，我们也可以不要想说我们要怎么样把这个树所有的细节都表现出来。我们先把树的形体、外轮廓先画出来，它的结构画出来之后，就可以表现出一个树的样子了。
If you don't have a goal to draw like encyclopedia of nature, then don't care much about like how precise this tree, right? If you want to show like, oh, I know this tree. I know this kind of tree and I want to show exactly this kind of tree in my drawing, then it has a sense. But when you just want to copy it, it's no sense. More important is just Does it look like tree? Fine, it looks like tree. Then second, very important is this, how is like when we look here right now, this tree vibe kind of, right? It's like what kind of this vibe it have, like some kind of pattern of leaves. So you might want to recreate this feeling, this design like of branches, how they entangled here, and this like a feel of rhythm of leaves instead of drawing every leaf. Okay, so.
那像在画树的时候，除非说你很在乎我一定要很具体表现出这是一棵什么样的树，因为有一个学派是就是写实自然写实，他们就有点像是画标本一样。以前没有照相技术的时候，标本是用画的，整个画的非常精细画下来的。那我们不需要做到那样子嘛，因为其实我们只是一般的生活的风景的写生的话，那你只要把树的那个大概的形态给画出来就好，甚至你想要帮它加个树枝啊，都可以，也都没有关系。
Idea. So here is important how this lines together. So you know what I mean? Like how they intersect each other. How this abstract shapes of cables. You see what I mean? It's very beautiful here. Very beautiful is this thing here. This thing. You see what I mean? This abstract element is also, you consider not only details as details, you consider them also as abstract solutions, interesting solutions. It's so cool. And then here again it goes some this mechanisms and stuff. So when I draw, I learn not only like details, I also learn abstract composition from nature. It's like you see like a DNA.
老师在画画的时候，他也可以去观察到说不同万物的结构是什么。就比如说，他观察一个桥梁，他可以观察到说桥梁上的缆绳是怎么牵的，那它们的弧度啊，它们的整个曲线是怎么样去表现。
And again, so we back to what purpose I have. This one can be this way, or it's very interesting. Let's say it's really big. The difference. It's a big difference. And it takes time sometimes for something like people will not think important. For people, maybe not important. But for you as artist, it's very important. It's fine. It draws this way or this way.
那对于一般人来讲，缆绳的角度跟线条的曲线可能不是这么重要，可是对画家来讲，他的画面上，他的缆绳的角度啊、曲线要怎么去表达，是相对非常重要的。
You know what I mean? So you can draw it like this, or you can draw it like this. It's kind of about same stuff, but abstract solutions totally different. So all this, it looks like very interesting. You can spend a lot of time to learn from this. You see, like we have this two cross again.
那其实画线条的画方式啊，比如说一个线条它有交叉，它就会有前面的缆绳跟后面的缆绳。那你的画法也可以去 前面缆绳跟后面缆绳用一笔画去画过，或是他刚刚有示范一个方式，他画到一半的时候，截断的时候，他先画前景的那条线，然后后面的那条缆绳的另外一条线再去接上去。这样的话，虽然看起来线条都长一样，但是它可以稍微区分出来一个前后景的差距。
So sometimes people like saying like, oh, you can draw it look like this. It's like, and they think it's a goal. No, goal is not to draw people look like people. Sometimes goal is this thing. You spend like hours to try to find like really cool combination of this kind of detail which people might also important.
Yeah. 那有时候画画不是说我要表现给大家看我多会画，而是说我从画画里面我去观察到这世界上有什么有趣的东西。
Yeah, again, what I mean. So you have this. You see, you notice now what I mean, because all this is not. It's very important. It's very important. It's not. Okay, we are tend to think important is like this object part, but abstract part is maybe even more important than object part. So if you will find, like, you find this view very interesting for you, more you better artist, more you will actually realize that this make you feel because it's certain abstract qualities. It's not because it's tree and the leaves and whatever. No, it's because these leaves have certain abstract quality. These birds have abstract quality and blah blah blah. All this actually about abstract. Because like I say, abstract is about feeling. What to make you feel, it's abstraction. It's this thing which we cannot say what is that. I don't know. We can only like guess. Now all this stuff, it's like I say, this thing, it was before you born and it will be here when you die. You know? It's amazing. This thing right here, like, it's crazy. So you can kind of trying to find like explanation for that, and this is what you're trying to do here. And if you are trying to draw what is obvious, then it's like very superficial. It's just like copy pasting. You're just speaking obvious things, kind of, right? But when you start to go into abstract level, like in the visual language, and also in the conceptual language, which is like more images, like I said, this is philosophical stuff. And here is like start to move like with this music, right? In birds, you say like, oh, I fly somewhere to other dimension, kind of, you know, which is making me like feel like I'm in a movie somewhere. So it's hard to explain. The best you can get is when you will go out from this obvious perception to somewhere you don't know what is happening with you right now. You're just amazed. You're just so freaking confused. No, it's like kind of just like I never noticed life is about that, you know? It's like, wow, it's really breaking my this small feeling and vision of life is something simple. Now I feel it's something like I will never really understand what. So try to go this direction. And funny is with, like I was telling you with my example, right? Using these things like poetry, philosophy, drawing, it's our bridge to this very, very far dimensions kind of our world, what is really happening with us, what is really mean to be alive.
对啊，好，简短一下好了，就是老师刚刚就是谈到说，其实我们看到的桥，我们看到的树，我们看到的这些景色，都是所谓的具体的事物。可是对他来讲，他想要记录的是这些具体事物代表的后面这些抽象的情绪啊，还有抽象的意念啊，还有透过这些事情，透过这些景色，他所感受到，比如说他看到这个桥梁，他就会想到说，这个桥梁可能在我出生前就在了，那可能未来我离开这个世界的时候，这个桥梁还是在的，所以在这个桥梁上面，它承多了很多人的生命跟情绪，然后在这桥梁上可能有很多的故事发生在这里。那他最希望的是说，他在画画的时候，也把他的这个情绪给带到画中里面。
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's take over here. Yeah. So anyway, so this all about what is all about.
就是他今天这堂课想要传达给大家的一个想法。
And just next time you think about this more, this is quality of work, right? It's these things. It's not trying to show how can good draw or not about make copy something or impress somebody. I think I don't want to. Okay.
就是比起你画一个多好的画，然后让大家去感受到说你有多棒的技巧，那其实你所希望透过画所要传达给大家才是更重要的。
But I really think it's like for you, it's really something like which make your reality more complex, more interesting. Like somebody go to church, somebody go to museum somewhere. You can just go outside and draw, really, like if you will have this approach. This will be like your church. It's really how it works for me. And you can, it will make more like material for you to communication with other people. And also by doing this, you really make the world better, I think. Because people now, it's through your work, they will also see some more stuff. Like, even like if you draw these cables, I say it's really like also have a useful reason. People like look at this cable and say like, oh, I never think much about this. But I think now it's so amazing. After you go on the street, it's like, oh, now I see all these cables. Yeah, it's amazing, but I wish I don't see this every day. So you really like influence. You really like make all this thing to move and refresh. Instead, people to be stuck in it and like, like this and all like that.
然后对，就像有些人会去教堂，有些人会去庙宇，有些人会去听音乐会。那对他来讲，每天到外面去画画，就像是这些事情一样，就像是有现在不是很流行所谓的仪式感，或是生活仪式这件事情。所以到户外画画对他来讲，就像是一个生活的仪式一样。然后透过这些仪式，他可以影响他的心情，然后他也希望说透过这些仪式去影响，让这个世界变更好。
好，谢谢。
谢谢人瑶，很辛苦。
Okay, yeah, okay.